my lips mad every time I say Joe did it. Now you broke with it. Y'all better work the work cause y'all both did it. Y'all better put together now cope with it. 87, 91 got you broke with it. Free America, sure we ain't scared of them. Pull up to the White House clearing this. Tell the truth, they'll treat you like a terrorist. They on the gas too high for the parents. Everybody sleep, sleep. Everybody sleep, sleep. Wake their ass up and never lose on the beat. Hold the train park until they set us all free. 87 way too hard. 89 way too hard. 91 way too hard. Gas price way too hard. Grab a stick and put it on the pump up, then. Grab a stick and put it on the pump up, yeah. Grab a stick and put it on the pump up, then. Grab a stick and put it on the pump up, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to Brandon's America. I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute, but we're back. As you see, I got my Trump 2024 Keep America Great hat on. And I have PTSD, pretty tired of stupid Democrat shirt, Trump 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get serious about this. It's time for a change. Sleepy Joe, Brandon, he's got to go. He's got to go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that was the new one by Lowe's Alexander, Gas Tag. Man, I tell you, man, we conservatives, man, we go hard in the paint. And look, if you don't like it, too damn bad. If you don't like it, too damn bad. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. We got a story to talk about, and I know what. I tell you something. Where is LeBron James for white lives? Where is LeBron James for white lives? Where is the NBA for white lives? Where is the news? Where is the news? Where is CNN? Where's MSNBC? Where's Fox? I have not seen nobody report this story. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to stop talking. Let's get into it. I want to share something to you. If you did not know, LeBron James, right? LeBron James, he has a school. And he made a lot of promises. So let's get into it. Let's get into the promises that he made. Let's get into the promises. Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the promises he made.
Talked about living while black and how even money and fame don't insulate you from racism.
Living while black.
Do you think it's harder now, or do you think it's always been there? We're just seeing it because of cell phones and...
No, I think it's always been there. But I think the president in charge now has given people, they don't care now. They throw it in your face now.
LeBron also gave me an exclusive tour of his brand new I Promise school. It is a joint venture between the LeBron James Family Foundation and the Akron Public School System. Not only is tuition free, so are uniforms and transportation for every student who lives more than 2 miles away. Every student gets breakfast, lunch, and snacks. College tuition is guaranteed for everyone who graduates. There is a food pantry for families. Parents can get their GEDs and job placement services.
Wow.
And because of how important a bicycle was for young LeBron in escaping dangerous parts of his neighborhood, every student will receive a free bicycle and helmet.
Yay.
It is an ambitious project with an even more ambitious future.
That's
Take
so
a look
nice.
at our tour.
Yeah.
This is the coolest thing. Tell me about these shoes. You guys are going to auction these off, right?
Yeah.
So what's happening?
It's 114 game-worn
There's that name. Look at all
shoes that
these
I've
shoes.
worn in the NBA
Put on the
game,
wall.
and each shoe is being auctioned off, and all the proceeds is going to the foundation. So I didn't know that we were going to do this wall like this. This is a surprise for me, but I knew that the shoes were going to be auctioned off, but I love this right here. It's like, you know, they come through the front door, and it's like you can kind of, you know, walk in my shoes, in my footsteps.
And you've worn all these?
I've worn all these shoes. Yep. I've worn all these shoes in the game.
Great.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they get to keep one shoe, and their name goes up there.
Yep. And their name goes right above each shoe. Yep.
When you see this, what do you think?
It's still so surreal. I don't know. I mean, it's hard, Don, to even be
actually
like, this is my
nice.
school. It's like, I never envisioned having a school. I envisioned, you know, being in the community, giving back to my community in some way.
I have something else to say, but I'm not going to say.
But I never thought that it would turn into a school. But this is above and beyond.
If you had this growing up, what do you think? You think things would be different? Not that, I mean,
right.
You're successful, but...
No, I mean, I think early on, I would have been able to start my path a little bit earlier on in my life. And, you know, it kind of started a little bit later, but I don't even know if I would have this school if I didn't have the trials and tribulations that I had when I was a kid and the upbringing that I had. So, you know, it just let me know when I was younger and when I got older, if I ever had the means or if I ever became successful or anything, you know, I want to be able to give back.
Do you ever look around and get down or depressed? I know you said you always want to be positive, Dr. King and those guys. Whenever you see what's happening in the country, you go, "Oh man, we're going backwards."
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's human nature. There's no way that you can look at certain things and not feel like, why are we not pushing forward? You know, but you know, for me as one of the leaders of America, one of the leaders of my community. It's my responsibility to kind of stay as positive as I can and continue to let people know that we can go further up and not down. Even though sometimes we do feel like we're going backwards, and even though we feel like we're going back to places of sometimes of slavery or things, Jim Crow and things of that nature, you just want to kind of continue to move forward. I think it's very important for all of us.
Do you think we can get back from this craziness that's going on?
I think so. I believe so. But it's not going to be today, it's not going to be tomorrow, it's not going to be next month, it's going to be an ongoing thing. It might even be after me and you are well gone. And but you know, if we can look at the positive things, then we can be.
The change is already
President
here.
James might be.
There is no racism that y'all keep screaming about. Y'all creating it. Poor kids, they think they see
you see those faces? You see those faces? You guys know who this is? Who's that?
He's not. He only plays basketball.
Come say hi. Oh my gosh.
What's up? Give me five. Give me five, man. Give me five. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Is those my shoes? Oh yeah, you made my shoes. How you doing? How you doing? Nice to meet you. What's up? How you doing? What's up, everybody?
My sister wants your autograph.
Hey, what's that? How you doing?
I've seen enough.
Yeah, look at it. Oh my, those are nice. I'm gonna have to put those on the wall.
I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. Ladies and gentlemen, that is LeBron James's I Promise School. King James, he's making promises to all the kids, the parents, all that good stuff in the community. He's planning on keeping them safe and keep them off the streets, giving them programs, you know what I'm saying? Make the community a better place to live in. No, he's not. Mr. James, you said that we wanted us, the people, the schools, to protect our children. To protect our children. You, sir, are a damn billionaire. You, sir, have backing. You, sir, have the power at your so-called I Promise School to keep children safe at all times. Not even when schools close. When schools close, you still should be able to keep them safe because this is your I Promise School. I promise to keep them safe. I promise to give them a place to go to. I promise to teach them and feed them and show them that they're the future. Are all children the future, Mr. James? Are all children? I remember we were so hard in the paint with all your NBA playoff friends and all your Black Lives Matter. I guess you're right. He made a promise to the Black community. He promised that he was going to be the mentor for the Black community, that he was going to protect the Black community. He didn't make a promise to the white community. He did not. Ladies and gentlemen, I stopped watching basketball a long time ago. I know when I was watching, I used to like LeBron James. I used to like Dwayne Wade. I used to like Stephen Curry. Them fools are clowns. I don't support none of them fools. I can't even tell you the last time I watched the basketball game. When they came out with all this negative energy and all this bullshit, I stopped watching. Where you at during the offseason? Where is all that energy? All the Black Lives Matter, all the protect the streets, where is all that energy when you're done playing? Oh, that's right. You're too busy yachting and fishing and beaching and all type of shit. Let's get into the story some more. What is this? What are we talking about? Who? What? Let's get into it. 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 Teens beaten to death outside school established by LeBron James Foundation. Absolute nightmare. Ethan Leming, 17, died after he and a group of friends were confronted for shooting another group of individuals with a toy water gun. This boy had to die because he was shooting with a toy water gun? White lives don't matter. Where my white friends and family at? Where y'all at? White people, where are you at? But let's get further in the story because you were like, what? Who killed Ethan? Who killed Ethan? A teenager beaten to death last week outside an Ohio school that was created by LeBron James Foundation, according to authorities. On June 2nd, around 10:46 p.m. local time, Ethan Leming died after a fight in a parking lot at the I Promise School in Akron, Ohio. Police said in a press conference earlier this week. According to authorities, Leming, 17, and his friends were shooting people with a toy water gun for a car when a group of individuals approached them and things got physical. After officers were dispatched to the scene, police said they found Leming unresponsive within the parking lot. Aid was provided to the high schooler to no avail, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. The Summit County Medical Examiner's Office said Leming died of a blunt force head injury, and his manner of death was ruled a homicide per NBC News. Right. Speaking with Fox News, Leming's father, Bill Leming, called the situation an absolute nightmare and said of his son, he had a very bright future. He was well loved, and his friends have been so wonderfully supportive to his little brother. He was with a really good group of guys, and they were out trying to have fun, trying to be teenagers, and he ran into some people I wish they have never met in their lives, he continued. James, 37, reacted to the news of Leming's death shortly after it was made public in a tweet the next day. Our condolences go out to the family who lost a loved one. May the heavens above watch over you during this tragedy. Pray for our community, he wrote alongside a green heart and crown emoji. What? Our condolences go out to the family who lost a loved one. Sir, you act like these people lost a damn child in the hospital to a damn disease. Pray for our community. Sir, no. Our community is black lives. Our community is black lives. You didn't say all lives matter. You said black lives only matter. Green heart and crown emoji. Get out of here, LeBron. Made me sick. The Akron Police Department later made 3 arrests in connection with the death of Leming on Saturday. ABC5 reported. Deshaun Stafford, 20, Tyler Stafford, 19, and Donovan Jones, 21. What do those names sound like to y'all, ladies and gentlemen? What do those names sound like to you? Deshaun Stafford, Tyler Stafford, Donovan Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, those 3 African-American men. 3 African-American men have all been charged with murder and felonious assault. The outlet said Jones is also charged with disrupting public service as well. Ethan's senseless and tragic death has touched every person in our community. These arrests would not have been possible without the dedication of our Akron Police Department and their collaboration with the U.S. Marshals Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force. Akron Mayor Dan Horrigan said in a statement per ABC5, they have worked around the clock on this case, and I thank them for their tireless efforts. My thoughts and prayers remain with the entire Leming family at this time. He continued. Added, Akron Police Chief Stephen Mallette, in his own statement, violence in this community must stop. We're losing too many lives to senseless acts of violence. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this young boy died for playing with a toy water gun. Is it a hate crime? They say it's not a hate crime. The police, they say it's not a hate crime. Okay, it's not hate. Ethnic intimidation? They're not even saying it's ethnic intimidation. They're not saying nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, to my white audience only, let me tell you this one time only. Well, I've told you this before. Black people can be racist too. Black people actually might be even more racist more now than when white people were back in the day. Let me say that again. Black people today probably are more racist than what white people were back in the day when black people were slaves. Now, mind it, when we talk about slavery, let's not forget that the first person to enslave a black person was a black person. This young boy died because of playing with a water gun by 3 black African American males. LeBron James, you need to address the real monkey in the fucking room. You are the problem. You had an I promise school, but you couldn't promise to protect the white child from black hoodlums. I said black hoodlums. Where's the news media for this story? I get it. Once again, I told you before, they don't care about white news. You don't get ratings. But you still support him. You still say he's the king. You still go buy shoes and his jerseys and all that shit. You still watch. Keep supporting it. White people keep supporting this fool. Keep supporting him. He don't care about your white children. He don't care about your white lives. The community, he says, we need a change in the community. Community? What community? Ethan Lemon was not part of the community that you be talking about and praying and marching about during the NBA season. Ethan Lemon is white. He's from the white community, not the African American community. It's a damn shame, LeBron. Damn shame. You put out a little dumbass tweet talking about my condolences to the family that lost a loved one. They lost a loved one due to murder of a black man, 3 black men. You act like he died in the hospital from a damn disease. He got murdered at your school. Your I Promise school that gives out free breakfast, free lunch, snacks, gives out free tuition, helps the families, the mothers, the parents. You get free bikes and helmets. But for all that, you can't provide security at your damn school for the protected children that are outside your school, trying to have fun, trying to be teenagers, but you have so much, you can't even provide security. Is that because of the defunding the police? Oh, that's why you don't got security, because you defunded the police. That's so smart of you. I promise, here's my promise. I promise not to support you. I promise not to watch you. I promise not to. I will never, ever, 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 ever call you the best NBA player of all time. We all know the best player of all time is Michael Jordan. You could play until you die, and you still want to be better than Jordan. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brandon's America. Gas tag below Alexander. Gas prices are high. Groceries going high. Gas prices going higher. Grocery prices getting higher. And guess what? It's time to start talking. It's time to start talking. I'm already talking. Trump 24. Let's get America back to being great. Ladies and gentlemen, check it out. Those Alexander gas tags. Do a gas tag challenge. Go to a gas pump today. You turn on some Lowe's Alexander gas tag. And you show them what the fuck you put in your tank. This is Brandon's America. Till next time. Hope y'all enjoy yourselves. And listen, We ain't got to take the shit no longer. White, look. My white friends and family, please voice your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions, because guess what? If you don't voice it now, it might be too late. Your lives matter just as much as ours. All lives matter. I'm out this motherfucker.